I made it back just in time, guys.
What's up, everybody?
Hello.
How's it going? And welcome to today's cat chat. Kind of a unpromoted last minute thing, so if nobody's here, that's to be expected.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, good.
Thank you, Tunackers. Hey, CG. How's it going, everyone? Sorry, we're still not 100% back to doing these in any real capacity, so they're going to be hit or miss and, you know, short-ish. Only just found out yesterday about the fire you had. Hope all is okay or better than it was. So thanks. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, I'll get into all of this in just a minute. I will be releasing some videos that kind of really explain a lot of this stuff. But yeah, we'll get into that.
I won't be able to hear Sam.
Let me do my normal preamble. Thanks for joining us. There's Insomnia. Yeah, if you're not familiar with us, we are CuteAvalanche. We've been fosters for 7 years and have fostered over 180 cats and kittens, and are now unable to foster our own because of the aforementioned fire. But thankfully, our friend InsomniaDoodles is, for at least a short clip, fostering some kittens on her end and has graciously started streaming to our channel with those kittens, and we'll talk about them in a minute. If you haven't been here before, I am Sam. My wife Amanda and I are usually here, but now it'll be me and Insomnia today. And I don't know what else I normally say because I don't have my on-screen prompts because we're doing this all differently. Okay. No, I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. But we'll go over it. So yeah, Insomnia got these 3 kittens just the other day from Animal Care Alliance in Richmond, Indiana. And they are, if I can remember this, Gus, Older Guy, and Arrow. Yeah, that's it. Oh, is Insomnia talking?
I was a minute ago.
Do
Can
not
you hear me
hear
now?
her.
Uh-oh.
Let me take a look at my settings. Yeah, that's not doing anything. What about now? I've been having some weird audio issues recently, so shoot. As long as you guys can hear me, I'm okay.
I can hear Sam.
Maybe I will just do a little talking on my side for like 10 minutes and then pass it off, because I don't have too much to say. Probably less than 10 minutes. Okay, I got the okay signal. Yeah, Older Guy is officially the name that was passed along. So as far as I understand, that is in fact the name. And I don't know who officially named them, but Insomnia can address all of that on her end. Tunackers, yeah, when we do these really long streams with, we're using StreamYard right now, which is only for the next 2 weeks, just for the multicasting side of things. It does cause like an audio video delay, and I apologize about that. Normally we would do like a full restart, which clears things, but because of just the nature of things right now, we're not dealing with any of that, and I apologize, and I hope you can deal with the lag. But yeah, in the near future, like about 2 weeks, we're going to switch things up as soon as I make some decisions on my end, which should get rid of that and make things easier and better, hopefully. Queen says she's being quiet because you are talking. Great. Yes, that's the plan. Can Insomnia put hers on just one screen instead of the... Oh, yeah. I don't know how easy it is for her to update her OBS setting, but yeah, when she comes on, you could leave it as is for now, and then when you come on to talk in like 5 minutes, switch to the single camera. Cool. So yeah, well, I got some brief bullet points. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, we had a fire back in mid-May, and we were displaced from our house. All of the humans, all the cats are alive. some of the cats did have some injuries, but are basically fully recovered. The worst of it was my daughter's cat Bear, who we are we believe he had the worst experience. Like, he had to actually run through the fire at one point, and he had sustained burns to his nose, to his toe pads, to his ears. His ears, everything else, his nose, his toe pads all grew back. They're great. His ears are shorter, a little jagged, and have patches that will never grow hair again, which is so sad because he's a handsome boy who already had a kink in his tail. He's still super affectionate, a little skittish at times, so I think he's still got some trauma he's dealing with. But everyone else, there's Anara, came out of it really good. Our foster cat, Bartles, had some smoke inhalation issues and was on oxygen for about a week. And he came out of it and he got adopted. And so as far as we know, he's doing great. Yeah, as far as the humans go, I was the only one home. The kids and Amanda are, doing as good as possible. And I'm losing it. No, I'm fine. I'm good. I don't know if fine's the term, but yeah, we spent all of June sorting through what could be saved in the wreckage of the house and put a bunch of stuff into storage. And now that June is over, we're officially out of that house and we've moved into an apartment. So it is a little different experience, and it kind of prevents us from doing quite the same amount of fostering because we've got a contract that says we have a certain amount of cats, so all of that kind of stuff. So if we do some fostering, which Amanda does want to do, it's going to be very small scale. If there's any quick questions for me before I pass the baton on, let me know. I did not go more gray. I am on a better camera, and you can just see those things more highlighted by the sunlight. All right. I want to see what I can do so that I can actually hear when Insomnia does do talking. And Chewknackers asks, if it's not too personal, did you find out? Okay, so we have not received an official statement from any particular agency on their initial pass. The fire department pointed to an outlet that did have devices plugged into it in the kitchen, and that's all I can say. But our own insurance company said that in fires like this, there is a 80% chance they will never know. Queen asks, was there news on Saturday? No, I don't think we had any real big breaking news or updates or anything like that. Just kind of, this is where things are, kind of recap. So in the room that I am in, the cats are now being sequestered into two separate rooms. So the girls are in my room. So Anara and Arya, the Silver Tabby and the Torty, are here. And then currently in Betty's room, but they will be moving to Iris's room, are Bear and Moose. And they're going to be sequestered in separate rooms for a while. And then we will do the same sort of introduction we would have people who just adopted a new cat do, so that hopefully we can sort of turn back the time on Moose's bullying behavior. That's about it. Oh, good. Thank you, Gloom Doom. So yeah, the Bloomin' Kittens, who were the fosters we had when the fire happened, of which all of them are good and safe, were turned over to Kitten Rescue, who took charge of taking care of them. Mama Zinnia did stop sort of caring for the kittens and grooming them and all of that. So she was moved over to the sanctuary itself, and the kittens were moved into the kitten rescue stream room. So you can see them on the explore.org camera. And as Lomas Gloomdoom says, they did get spayed over the weekend, but they should be back on that camera now. Mean says the same thing. That came from Discord. Yeah, okay. And Insomnia getting fosters, but that's obvious. Yes. So I think that's it. And I will, she stepped out for a minute, so I will continue fielding any questions until she gets back, and then I'll let her take over the show. And as far as these chats go, I know the Google Calendar still has things on it. I have not had a chance to disable that. I thought I had done that already, but this morning I realized I had not, and I was like, well, I guess I'm doing a chat today. We will not be doing chats quite this often, though if Insomnia wants to do, oh, I should get rid of that message that's on the screen. If Insomnia does want to do her own chats on this stream about the cats, I totally welcome that, and I'll talk to her about, you know, whatever she wants to do there. We are probably, if anything, just going to do Saturday chats from now on with me and Amanda, and I don't know if that's going to be every other Saturday or what. Kind of depends on just how often we actually have stuff to talk about, though I think we both appreciate just the social hanging nature of chats. So I feel like we're going to do them every week, but I don't know. And then I might just do random chats here and there that are less planned out. So we'll see, like these kind of things, but we'll have to see. I did start a new job, so that could get in the way of some things. How are the house cats doing? They're good. So far, so good. And then, like, I don't really have any major things to say about that. Like, they do try and get out of the rooms a little bit, but not too much. And typical, maybe you could do that a bit later in the day. Oh, the Saturday chat. I think that is a thing we've been talking about, and it looks like Insomnia is back. So I am going to pass the baton and take myself off screen for now. Oh, wait, Queen says job. That's an update. Honestly, anything on all of you is an update for me. Yeah, I started a job as a contract worker doing influencer management for a company called Barrier 4, which does Roblox campaigns. So like not for Roblox, but in Roblox for other brands. And I don't think I can say anything else beyond that. And then Means says, and I think this will officially be my last update, is Amanda thumb update. So Amanda had surgery on her thumb because she had basically the thumb version of trigger finger, and then it became frozen thumb. So it was a 2-hour surgery, pretty quick in and out kind of thing. And the healing process has been it's been like a week now. And it's taking a lot longer than she was led to believe. So she's been a little unhappy with that. She just started being able to drive again over the past couple of days. So I think that's it. Can you say if there will be a better pay closer to previous? It pays well, but the thing is that it's contract job, so I can only do 15 hours a week. That's, I think, all I can say. But based on that, I probably won't need to try and do quite as much Uber, which is good because the kids are home. And I can't really do the Uber while they're home. All right, if Insomnia is ready, I will. Okay, I'm gonna put her on, and I'm gonna step off.
Bye. Okay, cool. I know he can't hear me right now, but I'm gonna start talking. So, hi everybody. How's it going? Good to see you. I did
the wrong way.
So far, I've been having a wonderful time with these guys. They're all amazing. I thought I was gonna be late to the chat. Actually, just got back from a quick workout, and now I'm all sweaty and gross. But hi, it's good to be here. So Gus is by far my favorite. I can't help it. He's just, look at him. Come on. He's all over me. I love him. Okay, cool. Sam can hear now. I think this is older guy, yeah. And he's super skittish, but he's getting used to me. He's starting to come around. And then the other little one is Arrow. He's the smaller tabby. And Arrow and Gus were both bottle babies. And I'm going to take the headphones off so that there's no echo. Hearing myself is disorienting. So, Sam, I won't be able to hear you with those headphones off because I don't want to create an echo. Let me know in chat if you need me to know something. Yeah, Arrow and Gus were both bottle babies, so they're both very, very sweet. Like I said, older guy is still learning that people are friends. He's still a little skittish. I mean, he comes around. He plays with me a little bit, but he's definitely a lot more, cautious than the other two. Okay, and Sam said he'll just do typing. Cool. Awesome. Do you know how long the contract is for? Oh, it's not technically a contract, which is the nice thing about helping out with a local rescue. Oh wait, I think he's talking about the job. Okay, gotcha. If you were asking about the fostering that I'm doing, this is going to be for about 10 days, give or take a day or so if travel gets delayed. But if things go super well and the shelter still needs some help, I might offer to temporarily foster one of these guys for just a little bit longer, just so they don't have to remain in the shelter. But if I do that, they won't be on stream all the time. I won't have a stream on, like a 24/7 stream, because just to make it easier on myself. If the kitten's big enough, I will let them just have full run of the house, as long as the house cats are okay with them. But for as long as they need to be quarantined, or not quarantined, that's not the right term, that's an official term. As long as they need to be kept away from the two older cats until they get used to each other, so there's not any fighting or anything, they will stay in here and in the tent. But after the 10-day foster is over, if I decide to keep them for longer, I'll let them kind of warm up to Shell and Dova a little bit more and give them full run of the house if they want it. And Queen says, that's amazing, Sam. Also has something that you might want to inquire about, but whenever you're free, just DM me on Discord. Thank you for highlighting that, Sam. I'm sitting on the bed, so it's hard for me to get to that. Or I'll eventually mention it. So that's just some side business. Looks like somebody's in the litter box. I'm glad they're able to get up there and use it easy. I have it in the kitty condo. If you guys were here in the stream earlier, you saw where that's at. Don't really have a camera on it, but it's just a little step up for them to reach it. But they've been getting to it okay. You guys have any questions for me? I'll hang out for a little bit longer, and then I gotta get back in the other room and work on a rush commission that I've got for some cloth napkins for a vendor that's going to a special event and wants to sell them there. And I'm gonna have to cook dinner. Gus, you're so cute. About 10 days. Do you get a break? Do you know when you get fosters again? So I just offered to do this for a friend that's in the rescue business. I saw she had made a post saying that she had to go out of town for a bit and asked if anybody could watch the kittens for her. And here I am with kitten fever. I thought I might as well offer to take. I told her that I could take at least 4 of them. She had 7. Her son stepped up and took some that were having some. There were a couple that had some medical issues, so her son took them in so that they could get some extra care, and took in a couple of their friends that they like. So, or one of them had a friend that they wanted to keep with them that didn't have medical issues, but was really bonded with another one of the cats. So she wound up only needing me to take 3, and then another foster friend named Mackenzie. Shout out to Mackenzie, she's awesome. She took one of the other kittens she had. So I'm not I'm not in a foster program. There aren't any plans for me to continue to do this long term. I'm just helping out in the meantime. I've got some history with Animal Care Alliance, so they know me and trust me. So that's why I'm able to do this. But I'm going to consider doing this a little bit more long term. Okay. And Little Miss Doomgloom. Will older guy get a better name? Well, you know what? If you guys want to workshop some names, we'll see. But there's a little bit of a backstory behind his name. So, older guy and Arrow have been together, even though they're from different, like they're different ages, but they came from the same area and they look so similar. They're assuming that they're related, and they already had Arrow. And then when older guy came in, they said, well, or Kay said, well, Kay is the lady that I'm helping out. She said, well, what are we going to call this older guy? And somebody thought that was funny and mentioned that I guess a friend of theirs has the username older guy, so he's kind of an homage to that person. So it's kind of a little inside joke, but I'm sure he would appreciate an actual, another name. If you guys wanted to workshop, we can play around with it and see. And CG says, how old are the kittens? So the one that I'm holding right now, Gus, is 3 months old. They're assuming the older guy is about that same age, if not a little tiny bit younger. And Arrow, who's the tiniest one, is 10 weeks old. These are all just assumed ages. Everything has to be, just a guess because they have no idea, just because they were all rescues. Or maybe he can be OG. Oh, I like that. OG. The OG. That's sticking. That's cute. Oh, Mrs. Gloomdoom. That's adorable. I love that. Yeah, the OG. I think he's been called older guy so much now that he actually, I don't know if I haven't tried to see if he responds to that or not, but OG in my heart for sure. Okay. I'm going to tell Kay about that. We'll see what she says. Queen says, I think doing it like this with a short period of time and having an end time, taking breaks is a great idea. I agree, Queen. Thank you. Yeah. And like when I'm able to do it, this is fantastic for me because I just love spending time with kittens. And it's good for me too. It helps me stick to a routine, which is, it's hard to do when you, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to overshare too much. But I'm like only 33 years old and I've got a health condition that's congenital. I'm not dying or anything, but it affects my ability to work. So I don't have a job. I'm on disability because I can't get gainful employment. So I have a lot of free time and not a whole lot of energy. But even so, it's still important to stick to a routine for mental health and physical health too. And having to, keep up with kittens, make sure they're getting fed and cared for and loved on properly. It helps you stick to a schedule. So this is really good for me too. However, sometimes I get overwhelmed with symptoms and stuff, so I need a break. So having that end date is really, really important. That way I know that it's okay for them to go back to their original foster so that I can rest for a bit. And then, when I'm able to, I can offer to foster again. So thank you, Queen. Mean says, has Dova been nosing around yet? A little bit. She checked out the tent when they were in there last night, walked up, sniffed, and then when she realized what they were, she hissed. And she walked away, and then she came back, and she sniffed, and she hissed again. And she's doing fine. She's acting like her normal self, if not a little bit jaded. But she's doing okay. She's shown some interest. She does have permission to play with the kittens from Kay when she does come around, but I'm not going to force it on her. We'll wait for her to show the interest herself. And Little Miss Gloomdoom says, you're 33? I thought you were early 20s. What the hell? Thank you. No, it's actually, it's probably due to my pituitary disorder. So the same thing that's the reason why I can't work is I have a condition called panhypopituitarism. So basically my pituitary gland doesn't make hormones necessary for survival. And a little fun side effect of that is I never technically finished puberty. So I look a lot younger than I should. It's I still, it's been a while since it's happened, but I was getting carded at rated R movies in my late 20s. It means cough, suck up, cough. Oh, it's a woman's new clue. Yep. But yeah, I am considering fostering through ACA more, especially since they've I don't know if they do this all the time or if this is just a special occasion thing that Kay is just doing to, because she's thankful that she's getting some last minute fosters to help out. But they've completely covered all of their food and their litter. And then, of course, they've got medical care at Animal Care Alliance. So I don't have to worry about any expenses. I just have to give them my time and my attention. And they gave me a big bag of litter, big bag of dry food, and enough wet food to last them. So I'm all set. Queen says, yeah, mental health is always cured momentarily with kittens, for sure. I call it kitten therapy. I think it's something I might consider when I'm going to get a little closer to the screen. Something I might consider when I know I can foster. Do periods of time and taking breaks. Right, exactly. I think it'll be easier for me to get into it. It'll be a while till it happens, but I know fostering is in my future. Oh, that's awesome, Queen. Yeah, I think that'll be fantastic, especially if you've got the space to do it. Man, I wish that I had like a dedicated foster room. It would be so much easier for me if I did, but I don't. That's okay. It's kind of, it takes a little bit of extra spoons to move them from the the bedroom to the tent every night, and then back from the tent into the bedroom. If I had a room where I could keep them, where I wouldn't have to move them around and get them settled in every night and every morning, that would be ideal. This isn't a deal breaker. I can do it. Like I said, it helps with the routine anyway, just to do that. But it would be so much better if I had like a dedicated foster space. I'm sure Sam and Amanda can agree, can concur. I got a Gus on my shoulder. He just hopped and climbed up my side and hopped on my shoulder. Oh, if the cord will reach. I don't think it's going to. Dang it. Oh well, I tried. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Yep. Because back before the house fire, I mean, you guys already know this, but they fostered in their bedroom as well. 4-bedroom, 2-story house at the moment, but 2 rooms upstairs and 2 downstairs. They'd have to be downstairs, and my knees are an issue right now. Have an issue right now. Plus the hearing, and with the landlord and tenant board, and my landlord in September. Oh, that's scary, Queen. I'm sorry to hear that you have to go through that. But hopefully everything goes well, and hopefully you'll be able to foster, because it really does. It helps the shelter a lot too, or the rescue organization, or whoever it is that you're fostering through. Like, it keeps these kitties out of shelters. Shelters they help a lot. They do a lot of amazing things. Sadly, they are not the best place to keep animals. There's just a lot of noise. It's not very comfortable. They don't get as much attention as they would in a foster situation. So if you guys are able to foster, it really makes a difference. Like, there's a huge difference between a cat who's been spending their time in a shelter and a cat who's been spending time in a home. A lot of shelter cats tend to get withdrawn and depressed, and they don't act like themselves, so it's hard to get them adopted because they just seem like they wouldn't be good pets, but they would. I'm the one taking them to court, so, they did illegal things. Okay, that's still stressful. Anytime that you have to deal with anything that serious, it stinks. So, wishing you the best of luck, and I'm proud of you for advocating for yourself. Seriously, that can be really hard to do. Okay. I'm gonna sit back down on the bed, switch the camera back over. Gus is purring away in my arms right now. He's such a happy boy. Okay, hopping back on over here. Oh, I need to get the chat back up so I can see it. I'll hang out for a little bit longer, and then I gotta go do stuff. Does anybody else have any questions or anything they'd like to talk about while I'm here for the chatty time? Ooh. He's so sweet. Oh, he's purring so loud. Such a good boy. But still doing stressful stuff. They have people on disability and low-income families, and they're treating them bad and trying to evict people illegally, so I'm making sure they don't break the law and put people homeless, as there's nothing as cheap anywhere. Oh, I see. Man, that's so heartbreaking. Man, some landlords are just evil. Absolutely evil. I'm gonna go in a minute as well. Okay, cool. Gotcha. So I'm proud of you, Queen, for standing up not only for yourself, but everybody else that they're trying to exploit, or take advantage of or harm. So I'm glad that you're holding them accountable, and I hope that the court sees things your way, because it's hard to say with landlords. You know. Oh, Gus is so sweet. He's just so tucked into my arm. You're gonna make me feel so bad when I go back to the other room and I have to leave you in here. You and I are gonna have to get some solid snuggle time in. I'm gonna come in here and watch a movie or something with you guys later. Maybe not today, because I've got a lot that I need to do. But sometime this week, we'll settle in and just watch TV. CG says hi. Hi, CG. Queen says, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's like 150 units. Wow. I won't stand. That's a lot. Wow. Okay. Won't stand for it. It also helps my dad finally agree to pay for a Oh, nice. I'm glad that your dad's helping out with that too. Good. I'm glad that you got a lawyer / paralegal on your team. That's going to help a lot. Yeah. I hope they're good. Hope they know what they're doing. Is it like well, I mean, you said your dad's helping you pay for it, so obviously it's not like a pro bono situation. But do they specialize in disability law, stuff like that? Mean says, what is your sewing project? So I'm working on some cloth napkins, otherwise, like some people call them unpaper towels, basically like reusable cloths that you can use instead of single-use paper towels. They've been commissioned by a zero-waste grocery store that opened up like maybe 40 minutes, about half hour-ish away from my house. Not 40 minutes, closer to 20, honestly. But they, like I said, zero-waste grocery store, so I went in there and met the shop owner. She and I hit it off pretty fast. She's amazing. So she's got a condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a rare disease that I'm familiar with. I don't have it, but I know several people who do because of the support group that I run. So she and I have been talking about that, and I offered to make some cloth napkins, the unpaper towels, to sell at her shop because she was looking for local makers to put things in there, kind of like a consignment situation. And so I've been selling those at her shop for a little bit, and she's going to an Ehlers-Danlos syndrome conference later on this month, and she's going to have a booth there representing folks with EDS who have small businesses. So she's going to be selling stuff from her zero-waste grocery store at the conference, and she asked if I could get some zebra print fabric, because zebras are the symbol for Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And I found some really beautiful rainbow zebra flannel fabric. Super Snuggle flannel is what I use for these. I get them at Joann's fabric store. But yeah, I got some of that fabric, and I'm trying to get as many of these cloths made by Friday as I can so she can take those with her. So long answer to a short question means there you go. I'm old. I know a natural napkin. Yeah, I know. Yep. Oh, hold on. He's got some liver stuck to your foot. Sorry, that probably hurt a little bit, but I got it off there. But yeah, because I'm so done with waste culture. I understand needing paper towels for certain things, especially in terms of accessibility needs. But I've cut back a lot on paper towel use since I started making and using these unpaper towels. So I really like making them and making them available at the shop. Queen says, well, not quite yet, but my dad is rich. Technically, pro bono won't do it. My dad is looking for the proper lawyer. He wouldn't lowball this. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that you got that kind of support in your corner. That's going to make a big difference. All right, guys. Well, speaking of that sewing project, I am actually going to go get back to work on that until about 4 o'clock. And then around that time, I'm going to start cooking dinner. And about the same time that I'm starting to cook our dinner, I'll come in here and give them a little bit more wet food, see if they'll eat something. And I'll see you guys then. I'll come in and do a wrap up. Sounds good. I'll put on my headphones so I can hear things. And if there are any extra little questions or tidbits, I'll be here to answer that if need be. But for now, I'm gonna quiet up and settle down and put the cameras back on four screen.
Okay. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. That's it for the chat. The humans are going to take off and go do human things, but the cats will remain. And of course, you can join us over on Discord for other updates and things like that. I just want to give a quick shout out to Animal Care Alliance, who Insomnia is fostering for or helping foster for. And you can check out them at animalcarealliance.com. And I was thinking, maybe when she's back, we can try and get Kay to come on the podcast, because I haven't done one of those in forever. So I'll talk to Insomnia about that.
I'll ask her.
Yeah. All right. We can talk on Discord about that. And yeah, I don't have the official credits or anything back in action. So thanks for hanging out with us. And I'm gonna pop off here and we'll go back to cats. Amanda and I might do a chat on Saturday. We have not officially decided. So if the Google Calendar tells you it's happening, it might be. I don't know what I usually say here, but thanks for hanging out, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.
All right, thanks again. I'm gonna leave this stream sound on, not gonna mute the mic or anything. I'll just keep my music down in the upper room, so you won't get DMCA'd. But I'm probably not gonna be super active in chat because I'm gonna be working on sewing and stuff. But I'll keep an eye on things and I'll reply to the things that I do see. I'll see you guys in a bit. Take care. Oh, let me make sure these guys have water first. Oh, they still got a little bit. Refill them though. Top them off. All right, guys, have fun.